Greetings, today I'll talk about how to paint figure model kits. I'll start with the Airfix World War II British Infantry, which I shall take out of the box. Over here, have some lukewarm water with a bit of detergent and a washing. After you wash them, you rinse them, you just set them to dry. Greetings. After you've washed your figures and dried them, you coat them with matte primer. You just stir it. If you need to, you can add a few drops of thinner, but I think primer is okay. The purpose of the primer is to make the paint stick and to make the surface that you're going to paint even. So this is how you put primer on. Make sure you cover as much of the figure as possible, but you don't need to cover everything. Okay, then after you finish doing the primer, then you paint the flesh color. The flesh color is basically to give your figure a life. So this is the flesh color and when that is done, then you paint the big color, which is the uniform, which is your khaki. This you have to cover as much as you can, as carefully, so you don't have to touch up later on. Normally I'll just paint all the figures in one color before I go to the next color. And then after you've done the khaki, then you paint the black. The black is for your army boots. So the next paint. So basically it's looking very much like a in this case, your British Infantry. After your paint is dried on the khaki, which is the light brown uniform, we paint the next level, which is the guns. This is the wood part of the guns. As you can see, I'm using Humbrol enamel paint. And then I paint the helmets, because that's quite easy to recognize, which is basically your Humbrol 102 green. Next, which is probably requires a bit more patience, is painting the webbing and the ammunition pouch. Don't forget the anchor guards. And when the paint seems to have dried, don't forget the last thing to make it look more, one of the last things to make it look more realistic is painting the gunmetal on the gun. So now I'm going to talk about how I do the details of the figures. So I'm going to blend my colors black and Humbrol 83 for the the backpacks. So, basically I'm using the color to get highlights. Then you gotta show the webbing, which is this boxes here. Next I'm going to do the uniform. I'm just touching up the khaki. Then I'm going to blend with black so you can do shadows. The shadows basically shows you where the uniform sleeve with the uniform different shades. And don't forget underneath the putty. And then after you've done all this, you must go make your base look. So I basically paint your grass green. Take another set of figures. Then the last thing you need to do is make highlights. So like where the straps go on the face, you can there's some leather color, so it gives you. And then where the bayonet goes, you can put a highlight or the black, so it gives you depth. You can see the highlight being. Do again another set of faces. And there you are. And finally, you use your matte varnish and that will give the protective coat to your figures. And this is how they look like when they are done. As you can see from this making of this video, I made all these figures and painted them in probably about a week, and that gives you like 48 figures. And that's basically your one platoon for your wargaming or for your model diorama. Thank you. Bye.